Um, yeah, I'm here on behalf of the defendant, Jamil Lockhart, and here making a special appearance.
All right. Well, you got to make your special appearance to the Wayne County Jail. I told you that.
Welcome back to the channel. Today's case is one for the books. Judge Perkins of Wayne County faces off with a defendant who's been dodging the system for over a year and brings every sovereign citizen argument in the playbook. From refusing orders to challenging the court's authority, this hearing is a crash course in how patience meets persistence, and how legal reality crushes conspiracy. What begins as a simple contempt follow-up spirals into a masterclass of courtroom control. Perkins doesn't raise his voice, he doesn't need to. He dismantles chaos with calm authority. Watch closely as the defendant argues he doesn't believe the court can act fairly, and how the judge, unbothered, keeps pulling the case back to the facts. But here's the twist: the defense attorney jumps in to save what's left, trying to merge contempt with open cases and appeal for mercy. Will Perkins budge? Spoiler: justice doesn't negotiate with defiance. Stay tuned, because what unfolds next isn't just a ruling. It's a lesson in judicial.
Because I don't believe that this court is capable of acting in an unbiased way. But I mean, there's been no response from the city, to this point. I mean, just the last court date we had, perjury was committed. I mean, you guys put on the record.
Perkins' approach is subtle but devastating. He doesn't debate delusion, he documents disobedience. Notice how he refuses to entertain removal talk, a common tactic in pseudo-legal arguments. Instead, he goes straight to the point: you still haven't shown up. That single sentence cuts through a year's worth of excuses. It's a critical moment. The courtroom isn't a debate club, it's a place of compliance. Perkins' calm tone contrasts perfectly with the defendant's scattered reasoning. You can almost feel the shift, from defiance to quiet realization. And still, the judge never loses.
County Jail, you haven't showed up. You still haven't showed up. So you're still disobeying. No, let's not do this. This is how it started the last time. You're still disobeying the court's order, and you have to do 30 days. You have to present yourself to the Wayne County Jail. You have a warrant out for your arrest. And before we go over this other stuff, you got to go. You have to go to the Wayne County Jail. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So
I said what
I can increase the time if you can take to not be compliant.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting the proceedings. May I have a breakout room with this litigant, please, and thank you.
I don't know if he wants to speak to a lawyer, but he can if he needs to. He has that right to do so. You want to speak to the lawyer, Mr. Lockhart, or no?
Counsel tries to pause contempt for efficiency. Perkins draws a legal line in the sand. His no isn't emotional, it's procedural. He's upholding the rule that justice delayed is justice denied, especially when the delay is self-inflicted. This is the kind of moment that separates seasoned judges from negotiators. Perkins refuses to let manipulation masquerade as mercy. His tone? Calm steel. His reasoning? Unbreakable. And the unspoken message is loud: you can't bend the system.
Well, Your Honor, if the court will allow, we would like to attempt resolution of the matters that are on the docket. So I would ask if the court could stay the contempt proceedings and allow him to handle these matters.
No. It's been well over a year. No. He's going to have to go turn himself in, and we'll deal with it that way.
Your Honor, if the court could, just in the interest of justice and judicial economy, if he could resolve these matters, if he's still going to have to do the 30 days in Wayne County Jail, if at time of sentencing, it could all be wrapped up together, just to not further delay his constitutional right to speedy trial.
He's delayed his rights. He's delayed his rights to a speedy trial.
And I do have a resolution, Your Honor.
No, I don't want to. I'm not even going to entertain it. We're that ship has sailed. We tried to give him that opportunity a long time ago. He kept being contemptuous in the court. He comes with these far out legal theories that he has that I quite frankly, don't know where he's coming from on that. No, I'm not gonna even entertain that.
And Your Honor, I completely understand the court's position. I completely understand if he still has to do the 30 days Wayne County Jail, but I think that he was potentially misguided, did not understand the finer points of the law, court rules, and courtroom behavior and procedure. So now that he has the assistance of counsel, which I'm not saying that he didn't have the assistance of counsel before, if the court would allow him.
We offered him counsel then. He denied the counsel. Go back and look at the video. It's got over 270-some thousand views on it. And I told him that 30 days will give him an opportunity to read up on the law and so he can make it and understand how this process goes. So go ahead to the Wayne County Jail. You can take they probably have some legal books there, and we'll hear these matters when you come out, sir.
Your Honor, is any of this on the record or no? Or did we not? Okay.
No, it's not on the record because I didn't call the cases. I'm going to continue on. That appears to be Charles Gard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Your Honor, am I allowed to go back in the breakout room to explain that to Mr. Lockhart? Because he seems to have had a change of heart if the court would allow him to at least.
Maybe he can go turn himself in and you can file an appeal. File something to get him heard before the court, and they can zoom in from the Wayne County Jail and we'll resolve it that way. But until he turns himself in, he's got a warrant out for his arrest. He's had this warrant out for I don't know how long. I can look back into the record, but and he's never presented himself. So he was contemptuous then. He continues to not follow or obey the court's orders. So he has to go through the time, or hire himself a lawyer to get it back in front of the court. But until we get the first matter resolved that we had, we're not going to get into the other matters.
The contempt proceedings arise out of his appearance in court. So he's still not allowed to just resolve these before he commits.
The tension's thick. The defendant's counsel pleads, but Perkins has heard it all before. He's not cruel, he's consistent. The judge isn't punishing rebellion, he's reinforcing structure. This is what real courtroom control looks like: no shouting, no theatrics, just unwavering adherence to law. The warrant stands. The jail time remains. Every phrase from Perkins says, the rules apply to everyone, even those who don't.
You do for him, Mrs. Harris.
So, Your Honor,
he continues to disobey the court order. Just continues to do so.
Your Honor, I dare not say. Well, I don't know. I don't think that it's an intentional. Well, I can't say that.
Wait a minute.
I don't think. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back. I think he has good intentions. I think he now has a better understanding of everything that has taken place.
I don't think so, because he came in here talking about he's appearing on behalf of the person, Jameer Lockhart. So I think he's on the same path.
The family hardship plea, a classic emotional pivot. But his answer is the essence of judicial realism: hardship doesn't erase responsibility. Everyone in the justice system has a story, and fairness means treating all those stories equally. The key takeaway here? Accountability isn't cruelty, it's fairness applied evenly. Perkins reminds both sides that integrity isn't in compromise, it's in consistency. His refusal to bend under sympathy makes this one of the most disciplined exchanges you'll ever see.
And to resolve the matters, I have no sympathy for you at all.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to discuss We tried to give you a fair opportunity to be heard. You keep spewing these legal theories that I've never heard of before. And I've given you an opportunity at that date to speak with the lawyer. You refuse that. You refuse all the opportunities I've given you. And you came in here another time a couple of months ago, and I told you we weren't going to hear it then. You got to go report to the Wayne County Jail.
Mm-hmm.
So you've had ample opportunity.
You'd have me go to jail.
No, on behalf of Jamil Lockhart, I do understand that, and I know the court he may hear this often, but he does have a family that he supports. It would be a great hardship on his family, his resources, and his sense of economy in terms of his job. If he
finally drops the defenses and admits he just wants to get this over with, the courtroom energy shifts. For the first time, there's a spark of cooperation, and Perkins meets it with professionalism, not punishment. This is a quiet but powerful pivot. The judge clarifies the accusations aren't convictions, and due process still protects the defendant. It's the balance of justice, firm but fair, that keeps the system from becoming chaos. For a moment, order and reason
What about that? When I was asking him, I let him speak. When I was asking him to not try to overtalk the court, let me give him an opportunity to speak, he continued to disobey that. He should have thought about that then. There's a whole lot of people up in the penitentiary that have families that they take care of, and he's not going to the penitentiary. It's just county jail. So I'm just not moved.
Would this court consider amending it in such a way that he could only do weekends to complete his 30 days?
Yeah, but he hasn't even come to done anything. I'm not inclined to do anything for Mr. Jameer Lockhart or the person of Jameer Lockhart or whatever he wants to be called or however he wants to be described himself. Jamil Lockhart.
So yeah, he has the matters that are set on the docket for today. He has presented himself to the court today.
Okay, you want to we'll take off the warrant, we'll give him a pre-trial date, and then he can go do his 30 days. And he can tell the sheriff in there that what his next court date is, and somebody can rid him out then. City of Detroit versus Jamil Amir Lockhart, case numbers SP 1247989, counts 1, 2, and 3. State of Michigan. Now the laws just don't apply to him. State of Michigan versus Jamil Amir Lockhart, case number SX 378-29611. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Jamil Lockhart, sir, could you state the name of the person that you are representing on the record, please, or that you identify, please?
So
it seems the hearing might close smoothly. The defendant reignites the fire, accusing the judge of bias and citing judicial complaints. But Perkins doesn't flinch. He responds with professional detachment. If the commission calls, he'll respond. Until then, duty comes first. It's the perfect ending to a turbulent session. A calm judge facing chaos without losing composure, and a defendant realizing that sovereignty isn't immunity. In less than 20 minutes, we've witnessed law triumph over ideology.
Do the time.
So, sir, as we discussed, I think you would be better suited if you, 1, hire an attorney, 2, go to the Wayne County Jail and submit yourself so that your matters could be resolved. I understand that when you appear in court, there's different attorneys.
He didn't want an attorney. And I guess you have gotten through to him a little bit. He changed it. He came in here, hearing on behalf of the person, Jameer Lockhart. And then when he asked him to state his name, he came and he indicated that he was Jameer Lockhart now. So I don't know what he, like I say.
I mean, if I could speak a little bit here. I don't know, Your Honor, I'm not a criminal. I just want to handle this, get this over with.
I didn't say you were a criminal, sir. I didn't listen.
No, I know you didn't.
I didn't say you were a criminal. As it stands now, these are allegations. So until there's an adjudication of either guilt or not guilt, that'll determine, whether you're a criminal or not. So I don't know. You got these allegations out here. So I didn't make that comment. You were a criminal.
Right. No, I'm not saying that you did. But I just want to handle this and, put this to rest. At this point, I feel like it's taken up too much of my time.
This scene isn't just a court hearing, it's a lesson in judicial endurance. Judge Perkins handled defiance with discipline, compassion with control, and law with logic. The defendant's long journey through contempt and correction reveals a simple truth: justice isn't about emotion, it's about structure. Every interruption, every delay, every pseudo-legal argument met the same response: calm authority. And in the end, the courtroom didn't just maintain order, it restored respect. If you found this case as shocking and fascinating as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breaks.
Okay. Well, yeah, I just want to resolve this. Whatever I owe for those offenses, I'm willing to pay, and it'll be done with this situation. I truthfully don't think it's your, mission to put people in jail that have not harmed anybody or committed any offense against, any actual live human being. I'm only guilty of speaking out of turn. And, I should have handled this differently. I can see that now, but I really just want to get this whole situation rectified, and whatever the charges